guys, it's Jan Sharte and I'm back again with another video. So today's video is going to be about the difference between branding and marketing. So there are so many people who think that they're branding. In fact, they are. We'll talk about it. But I need you guys to understand the difference between the two. Welcome to my channel where we talk about boutiques, e-commerce, business, and all things making money online. Let's talk about branding first and foremost. So typically when people think about branding, they automatically think about their logo and their brand colors and their website, and they immediately start thinking about like the visual nature of their business. And while that is an element of your branding, it is a small element of your branding, especially as an online boutique or like clothing brand, accessories brand, so on and so forth. So think about it this way. There are tons of brands that have like pink backgrounds or a pink and glittered logo, but there's nothing about their pink background and their pink and glitter logo that's really making that brand stand out. Branding is all about creating a memorable and identifiable identity for your business. And it does not have to be centered just around the visual nature of like your colors and or your logo. Branding is all about creating that memorable nature for your business. And essentially you want it to be something that differentiates your brand from others. You don't want it to get clumped together with all the other ones that do the same things. There are literally online boutiques that I follow and all of them look exactly the same. So when I'm thinking like, oh, I want to go get that, whatever, that denim dress, I'm like, dang, which one of those pink boutiques had the denim dress? I don't know, because y'all all look the same. So your visual branding actually isn't helping you, it's actually hindering you because you're doing the exact same thing from a visual standpoint that you saw your favorite online boutique do. So the other elements of branding are going to be like brand personality, your brand voice, your brand story. Those are the things that you really want to pay attention to, and ultimately having clarity in what your brand concept is. So let's talk about brand personality, brand voice, your values, and things like that first and foremost. Your brand personality, you want to think about your brand like it was a human being, literally like it's a human being. Because at the end of the day, you're writing captions, you're writing emails, you're writing copy for your ads and things like that. And at the end of the day, it's an actual person that's writing it. When you're thinking about your brand personality though, you're not necessarily saying like, oh, my brand's personality is my personality, because you got to make sure that the personality meshes well with your target audience's personality. I think about the fact that like I have friends that are like super loud and kind of like crazy. And then I have other friends that are very quiet and extremely timid. I have friends that are kind of weird, but also like cool weird. They're all different. Those are their personalities. So when you think about your brand, and think about it like a person, you got to say, okay, what do I want to be conveyed here? Is this like the loud fun, having a good time at the club friend? Is this the friend that's like into name brands and she loves everything that's luxury and she loves to spend money? Like she likes to wear like diamonds and fancy clothes and which friend is she? Like think about your brand like it's going to be a friend of someone. If you think about who your target audience is, ask yourself, what type of person would my target audience surround themselves with or be friends with? Like if they were looking for a bestie, what would they want that bestie's personality to be? That is what you want to think about when you're clarifying your brand's personality. Your brand's values are essentially going to be the things that are most important to your brand and the things that you're going to be able to exude or exemplify through your marketing. So for example, there are some people who say their brand values include things like inclusivity. But you have to actually display that inclusivity. If you don't have any other models, you never showcase your products on any other bodies, is your brand actually inclusive? You may say, well, yeah, we sell other sizes, we sell larger sizes, but to the consumer, inclusivity is actually them being able to see that product on a body that looks like theirs. There are brands that say that one of their values is like Like they'll say like God, for example, and they're like, okay, well that just means we need to share scriptures all the time. But are you actually like acting in alignment with the scriptures that you're sharing? Like the person that they keep seeing in the content, very deep example here, but I always talk about the girls who are like, I'm at church wearing my product on Sunday, but I'm at the club wearing a totally different type of product on Tuesday, but we're gonna share a scripture on Wednesday. The branding is not actually doing the job that it's supposed to do. It's actually confusing way more people than it's actually like converting at the end of the day. So your brand personality, you really need to think about it like a person and like zero in on the type of person that you want to resonate with your business. Brand story is essentially like your mission and your vision for the business. So being able to say like, this is why this business exists, and being able to communicate that to your audience. So not necessarily like every week I have to tell my brand story, but being able to say like the actions that we're taking or the decisions that we're making are rooted in our mission for this business. So as your business continues to grow, there should be changes that are being made, and those changes should be in alignment with your mission and or vision for the growth of that business. So you want to make sure that the actions that you're taking for the longevity of your business align with the brand story and its mission and its vision, so on and so forth. Now, let's talk about marketing. So if branding is what is actually going to make them like remember your brand and make them like feel a sense of closeness or community within your brand, marketing is what actually like sells or promotes the products at the end of the day. Your marketing is what actually attracts and engages them. So you clarify your branding, right? You know your colors, you know your mission, you know your vision, you know your values, you know your all the things, right? Marketing is how you actually put that out into the world. So it's the words that you use, it's the pictures that you take, it's the platforms that you choose to share it on. It's basically how you do the thing. So I would say branding is more of like the what of the situation. Marketing is more of the how in the situation. So when you're thinking about your marketing, you really want to think about marketing divided amongst the like departments of your business. There is like advertising, there might be influencer marketing, there might be affiliate marketing, content marketing, even market research is an element of marketing. So when you're thinking about your marketing, you want to think about like what's happening from an advertising standpoint in my business. Who are we advertising and what are we saying in those advertisements? Thinking about the fact that like there's billions of people in this world and you shouldn't be talking to them in the exact same way. If I say that my ideal customer is a millennial woman who loves luxury goods, well, is she a luxury goods as in like Gucci, or is she a luxury goods as in like Chanel? I got to make sure that my messaging and my imagery and my overall marketing strategy aligns with the individual people that I'm going to be targeting when I go to run this ad. So it's not enough to just say, oh, it's luxury without defining what luxury means to your ideal customer. If we're thinking about like your emails or your text marketing, there's an element of it that is visual, but there's also an element of it that is messaging. And you got to make sure that you're thinking about which segments of your audience you're sending that information to. And then you got to think about how your branding is going to fit into those things. So again, not just your not just your colors and your logo, but like the messaging, the story, the mission, the values, making sure that those things are coming across in the marketing through your emails, your texts, so on and so forth. So marketing's job is to attract and engage, and essentially you're taking all of your brand elements and putting them out into the world with the hopes that people gravitate to it, feel connected to it, and want to purchase or support your business. So as I stated at the beginning, a lot of times we're confusing what branding and marketing is. The simplest way that I can explain is branding's job is to make people feel something. Marketing's job is to make people do something. That is the most simple way that I can help you to understand the two. As always, if you need help, the description is filled with resources for you, like my $1,000 a day challenge, where we'll talk about things like increasing the size of your audience, what it actually takes to increase it and attract people, what it takes to increase your email list and generate leads, inventory strategy, pricing strategy, and so much more across 5 days. You get instant access. It's only $19. And as always, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I will be happy to share. Until next time, see y'all.